Hello, my friend. My name is David. Today, we practice slow English shadowing together. You will listen and speak with me. We will move through a real day in English. You will build calm, clear fluency. Just relax, breathe, and follow my voice. Stay kind to yourself as you practice. Now let us begin your first day in a new country. The plane is landing now. I feel the wheels touch the ground. The engine is loud, then softer. My heart beats a little faster. Listen first. The plane is landing now. Repeat after me. The plane is landing now. I look out the small window. I see a new city below me. The sky is pale and bright. The buildings look small from here. I whisper to myself, "This is my new start. This is my new life." Repeat with me. This is my new life. The plane slows down on the runway. People start to move in their seats. Some passengers stretch their arms. I stretch my legs and my back. The seatbelt sign turns off. I unbuckle my belt slowly. I stand up and open the overhead bin. I take my small bag and hold it tight. Shadow this with me. I take my small bag and hold it tight. We walk slowly down the narrow aisle. People move one step at a time. I say "excuse me" softly. I follow the person in front of me. We reach the door of the plane. Cool air touches my face. It smells different from home. It smells like metal coffee and rain. Repeat after me. Cool air touches my face. I walk into the jet bridge. The floor feels solid under my feet. I hear many languages around me. Voices mix like a soft wave of sound. We enter the airport hallway. The lights are bright and white. I see large signs above my head. One sign says "Arrivals." Another sign says "Baggage claim." Listen and then repeat. I follow the sign that says "Arrivals." Repeat. I follow the sign that says "Arrivals." My bag feels heavy on my shoulder. My steps are slow but steady. I am tired from the long flight. But I feel hopeful inside. I see a board with many flights. Numbers, letters, cities, and times glow on the screen. I find my flight number. Next to it, I see the word "landed." Repeat after me. My flight has landed. One more time. My flight has landed. I walk into the immigration area. The room is big and quiet. Lines of people move slowly. Some people talk in low voices. A sign says, passport control. I join the line for visitors. I hold my passport in my hand. I check my documents again and again. Shadow this sentence. I hold my passport in my hand. The line moves forward slowly. My stomach feels tight for a moment. I take a deep breath. I say quietly, "It will be okay." Repeat after me. It will be okay. Now it is my turn. I walk to the immigration desk. The officer looks calm and serious. He wears a dark blue uniform. He says, "Hello." I say hello. He says, "May I see your passport?" I give him my passport with both hands. Shadow this small dialogue. He says, "Hello." I say hello. He looks at his screen. He checks my visa. He asks, "What is the purpose of your visit?" I answer, "I am here to study and work." Repeat my answer. I am here to study and work. He asks, "How long will you stay?" I say, "I will stay for 1 year." He nods slowly. He stamps my passport. The sound of the stamp is loud and clear. My body relaxes a little. He says, "Welcome." I say thank you. Shadow this moment. He says, "Welcome." I say thank you. I walk out of immigration. I follow the signs to baggage claim. The floor shines under the bright lights. I hear wheels from many suitcases around me. I reach the carousel for my flight. Bags move slowly on the long belt. People stand and watch in silence. Some hug their bags when they find them. I wait and look for my black suitcase. I feel a little nervous. What if my bag is lost? I breathe in and out slowly. Repeat after me. I breathe in and out slowly. A red suitcase passes. A blue suitcase passes. Many bags look almost the same. Then I see my suitcase at last. It has a small green ribbon on the handle. I step closer to the belt. I wait for the right moment. I pull my bag off carefully. Shadow this sentence. I pull my bag off carefully. I check the tag on my suitcase. My name is there. My old address is there. I smile with relief. I place my small bag on top of my suitcase. I pull both bags behind me. The wheels roll smoothly over the floor. I follow the sign that says, "Exit." Now I walk through customs. A sign says, "Nothing to declare." I choose that lane. An officer looks at me and nods. He says nothing. I keep walking. My steps feel lighter now. I am almost outside. Repeat after me. My steps feel lighter now. I reach the main arrival hall. It is wide, bright, and noisy. People hold flowers and signs with names. Families hug and laugh together. I see a big screen with transport options. Taxi, bus, train, and metro appear on the board. I stop for a moment. I think about my next step. I need local money. I look for an ATM. I see a sign with a card symbol. I follow the arrow to the machine. Shadow this. I follow the arrow to the machine. I stand in front of the ATM. The screen is bright and blue. It shows a welcome message in English. I feel a little nervous again. I insert my card slowly. The machine takes it in. I choose English on the screen. I type my secret PIN carefully. Repeat after me. I type my secret PIN carefully. I choose a small amount of money. I do not want to make a mistake. The machine makes soft clicks. Bills come out into my hand. I also take my card back. I put both into my wallet. I feel a little safer with local money. I am ready for the next step. Shadow this sentence. I am ready for the next step. I walk back into the arrival hall. I follow the signs for ground transport. I hear an announcement above me. A clear voice gives directions for the train. The words sound slow and careful. I understand most of the message. I feel a small wave of pride. I say quietly, "I can do this." Repeat after me. I can do this. Glass doors stand in front of me. Behind them, I see the outside world. Cars move in lines. People push trolleys and carry bags. The doors slide open with a soft sound. Fresh air touches my face again. It feels cool and new. I step out of the airport building. Shadow this final line of Idea 1. I step out of the airport building. I stand with my bags beside me. I look at the sky of my new country. I let myself smile just a little. My new life is waiting for me. Repeat after me. My new life is waiting for me. I stand outside the airport building. Cars move in lines in front of me. Buses stop and then start again. People talk, laugh, and say goodbye. I stop for a moment with my bags. I feel small in this big place. But I also feel brave inside. Repeat after me. I also feel brave inside. I take out my phone. I open the message from my landlord. I see the address of my new apartment. I read it slowly, word by word. The letters look a little strange to me. The street name is new. The area is new. But this will be my home. Shadow this line. This will be my home. I look for the sign that says train. I also see the word metro. I decide to take the airport train. It is cheaper than a taxi. I pull my suitcase behind me again. The wheels make a soft rolling sound. I follow the arrows on the signs. Down one floor, then down again. The air feels cooler underground. The lights are white and bright. I hear the rumble of trains below. Voices echo softly in the station. Repeat after me. I follow the arrows on the signs. I reach the ticket machines. People stand in line and tap screens. I watch one person buy a ticket. I copy their steps in my mind. Now it is my turn. I stand in front of the machine. The screen shows many buttons. I choose English again. I slowly type my station name. The letters appear one by one. The machine finds the station for me. I see the price on the screen. I take out some coins and a note. I put the money into the slot. The machine makes small clicking sounds. A ticket slides out at the bottom. Shadow this sentence. A ticket slides out at the bottom. I pick up the ticket with care. I also take the small receipt. I put them both in my pocket. I move away so others can use it. Now, I look for my platform. The sign above shows numbers and times. I see my train on the list. It leaves in 7 minutes. Repeat after me. My train leaves in 7 minutes. I roll my suitcase toward the platform. I follow the arrow for my line. I scan my ticket at the gate. The gate opens with a short beep. I walk down the stairs slowly. I see the tracks in front of me. A cool breeze comes from the tunnel. A few people wait on the platform. I stand near a pillar. I keep my suitcase close to me. I read the station names on the map. I find my stop and trace the line. Shadow this line. I find my stop and trace the line. I hear a soft, distant rumble. The train is coming into the station. Lights appear at the end of the tunnel. The sound grows louder and clearer. The train stops in front of us. The doors slide open with a hiss. People step out quickly. Then we step inside slowly. I move into the train with my bags. I find a small space near the door. I stand and hold a metal pole. I place my suitcase by my feet. Repeat after me. I place my suitcase by my feet. The train starts to move. My body sways left and right. I bend my knees a little. I keep my balance as we go. I look at the other passengers. One person reads a book. Another scrolls on their phone. A child holds a small toy car. No one looks at me. Everyone is in their own world. Suddenly I feel less nervous. I am just one more person here. Shadow this sentence. I am just one more person here. A friendly voice speaks over the speakers. It says the name of the next station. I listen carefully to the sounds. I try to copy the station name quietly. Repeat after me. I listen carefully to the sounds. The train stops and starts again. Stations pass like short scenes in a film. I hold the pole and breathe slowly. I count down the stops to my station. At last, I hear my station name. I look up at the digital sign. The station name is bright in orange. This is my stop. The train slows down and stops. The doors open beside me. I pull my suitcase out carefully. I step onto the platform. Shadow this line. I step onto the platform. The station feels smaller than the airport. The air is cooler and a bit damp. I follow the exit signs up the stairs. My suitcase bumps gently on each step. I reach the street above. The city feels closer here. Buildings stand on both sides of the road. Cars move slowly in the afternoon light. I take out my phone again. I open the map application. A small blue dot shows my place. A red pin shows my new apartment. Repeat after me. A small blue dot shows my place. The map says 10 minutes on foot. I decide to walk there. I want to feel this new area. I want to see the streets around me. I start walking slowly with my suitcase. The wheels make a soft, steady sound. I pass a small cafe on the corner. The smell of coffee floats into the street. I see a woman with a stroller. She pushes her baby across the crosswalk. A man walks a dog on a leash. The dog sniffs every tree we pass. I check the map again. The blue dot moves slowly forward. I turn left at the next street. I look for the building number. Shadow this sentence. I look for the building number. Some buildings look old and tall. Some look new with big glass windows. Balconies hold plants, chairs, and laundry. I feel like I am inside a movie. I finally see my street name. The letters match the message on my phone. My heart beats a little faster again. I walk slowly down the narrow street. I find the correct building number. I stop in front of the door. There is a small keypad on the wall. Next to it, there is a buzzer. Repeat after me. I find the correct building number. I check the landlord's message one more time. He wrote, Apartment 3B, 3rd floor. Ring the bell when you arrive. I take a deep breath. Shadow this line. I take a deep breath. I press the buzzer for 3B. For a moment, nothing happens. Then I hear a soft click and a voice. Hello, this is Daniel. I answer in a clear, simple voice. Hello, this is your new tenant. I just arrived from the airport. I am in front of the building door. Repeat after me. I am in front of the building door. He says, Great welcome. I will open the door for you. Come up to the 3rd floor. I will meet you there. I hear the door unlock with a buzz. I pull it open with my free hand. The hallway smells like dust and paint. The floor is a little old but clean. I pull my suitcase inside. The door closes softly behind me. I look up at the stairs. My new home is just a few steps away. Shadow this final line of idea 2. My new home is just a few steps away. I walk up the stairs slowly. My suitcase feels heavier with each step, but my heart feels lighter than before. I am close to my new home now. At the 3rd floor, a door opens. A man with kind eyes smiles at me. He says, Hi, you must be new here. I say, Yes, I just arrived. Repeat after me. Yes, I just arrived. He says, Welcome, I am Daniel, your landlord. I answer, Nice to meet you, Daniel. He holds the door for me. I pull my suitcase into the apartment. The apartment is small but bright. Light comes in through a big window. I see a simple bed and a desk. There is a small kitchen in the corner. Shadow this line. The apartment is small but bright. Daniel points to different things. He says, Here is the bathroom. Here is the washing machine. This is the Wi-Fi password on the fridge. I nod and try to remember everything. He speaks slowly and clearly. I feel thankful for his patience. I say, "Thank you for your help." Repeat after me. Thank you for your help. Daniel smiles and walks to the door. He says, "If you need anything, just message me." I say, "Okay, thank you." He leaves, and the apartment becomes quiet. I stand in the middle of the room. My suitcase is open on the floor. I put my clothes into the small closet. I place my toothbrush in the bathroom. Then I open the fridge. The inside is almost empty. There is only a bottle of water. There is nothing to eat. Shadow this sentence. There is nothing to eat. My stomach makes a small sound. I remember I did not eat much on the plane. I feel hungry and a little tired. I decide to find a supermarket. Repeat after me. I decide to find a supermarket. I sit at the desk for a moment. I take out my phone again. I open the map and search for food. A small icon shows a nearby supermarket. It is only 10 minutes away. I feel a little nervous but excited. I tell myself, this is my first shop here. I will learn how to do it. Shadow this line. I will learn how to do it. I take my wallet and keys. I put them into my small bag. I put on my jacket again. I check that the door is locked. I walk down the stairs slowly. The building feels a little less strange now. I step out onto the street. The air is cool on my face. I follow the map on my phone. The blue dot moves as I walk. I pass a bakery with warm lights. I smell fresh bread and sugar. Repeat after me. I smell fresh bread and sugar. I turn left at the next corner. Cars and bikes move past me. People talk in low voices as they walk. A child holds an ice cream cone. I see a bright sign ahead. It shows the supermarket name in big letters. Glass doors slide open as I come closer. Soft music plays inside the store. Shadow this sentence. Soft music plays inside the store. I take a basket near the entrance. It feels light in my hand. I look around slowly. There are many aisles and shelves. I see fruit and vegetables first. Red apples and green apples shine. Oranges sit in a bright pile. Tomatoes and cucumbers fill a long table. Repeat after me. I see fruit and vegetables first. I pick up 2 apples. I put them into a small paper bag. I choose 3 tomatoes. I place them gently into my basket. Shadow this line. I place them gently into my basket. I move to the next aisle. Here there is rice and pasta. Bags of rice stand in neat rows. Different colors and different weights appear. I do not know which one to choose. I look at the labels slowly. I understand some words, but not all. I feel a little confused. Repeat after me. I feel a little confused. I see a store worker arranging boxes. She wears a green jacket with the store name. I walk closer and smile politely. I say, "Excuse me, can you help me?" She looks at me and smiles back. She says, "Sure, what do you need?" I point at the rice on the shelf. I say, "Which rice is good for every day?" Shadow my question. Which rice is good for every day? She picks up one medium bag. She says, "This one is simple and cheap. Good for cooking at home." I say, "Thank you, I will take it." Repeat after me. Thank you, I will take it. I put the rice into my basket. My basket is heavier now, but I feel a bit more confident. I can ask for help here. I walk to the dairy section. Cold air comes from the fridges. I see milk in large bottles. I choose one small bottle for myself. I also see yogurt in many flavors. Strawberry vanilla and plain yogurt. I choose a simple plain one. I put it beside the apples. Shadow this sentence. I put it beside the apples. Now I need bread. I follow the smell of fresh baking. I find a shelf full of loaves and rolls. Some are dark, some are light. I pick a small loaf of soft bread. I gently press it with my fingers. It feels fresh, not too hard. I add it to my basket. Repeat after me. I add it to my basket. I also choose some eggs. I open the box and check for cracks. All the eggs are whole and smooth. I close the box and take it. I remember I need something simple to cook. I move to the sauce aisle. I pick a small jar of tomato sauce. It will be easy with pasta or rice. Now my basket is quite heavy. My arm feels a little tired. I decide this is enough for today. I walk slowly toward the checkout area. Shadow this line. I walk slowly toward the checkout area. Several people stand in line. Some talk with friends. Some look at their phones. I join the end of one line. I place my basket on the floor. I take a deep breath and relax. I watch how other people pay. I repeat their short phrases in my head. Repeat after me. I take a deep breath and relax. Soon it is my turn. I lift my basket onto the counter. The cashier greets me with a small smile. She says, "Hello." I answer, "Hello." She scans each item one by one. Beep, 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 the scanner sings softly. The screen shows the total price. She asks, "Do you need a bag?" I think, for a moment. I say, "Yes, one bag, please." She takes a bag and opens it. Shadow my answer. "Yes, one bag, please." I pay with my card. I tap it on the small machine. It makes a short sound of approval. The cashier says, "Thank you." I say, "Thank you, have a nice day." She replies, "You too." I put my food into the bag. I hold the bag in both hands. Repeat after me. Have a nice day. I walk out of the supermarket. The air outside feels a bit warmer. The bag swings gently with each step. I feel proud of this small success. Shadow this sentence. I feel proud of this small success. I follow the same streets back home. The buildings look a little more friendly now. The way feels shorter than before. My new life is starting to take shape. Repeat after me. My new life is starting to take shape. I walk up the stairs with my shopping bag. The building feels quiet when I enter. I unlock my apartment door and step inside. The room already feels a little more familiar. I put the food on the small kitchen counter. I place the apples in a bowl. I put the milk and yogurt in the fridge. I line up the rice and sauce on the shelf. Repeat after me. The room already feels a little more familiar. I drink a glass of water. The cool water wakes me up gently. My body is tired, but my mind is curious. I want to see more of this new city. Shadow this line. I want to see more of this new city. I sit on the bed for a minute. I look out of the window. I can see a small street below. People walk past in both directions. The light outside is soft and warm. It is not dark yet. It is a good time for a short walk. I decide to go out with no heavy bag. Repeat after me. It is a good time for a short walk. I take only my keys, phone, and a little money. I put them in my small bag. I put on my light jacket. I lock the door behind me. I walk down the stairs more easily this time. My hands are free. My steps are lighter. My ears are open to new sounds. I step onto the street again. The air feels fresh on my face. Cars pass, but not too fast. People talk in calm afternoon voices. Shadow this sentence? My steps are lighter. I look up at the sky. Thin clouds stretch across the blue. The sun is lower now. The light makes the buildings look golden. On the corner, a small cafe is open. Chairs and tables stand outside on the sidewalk. A few people sit with cups and phones. Soft music floats out through the open door. Repeat after me. Soft music floats out through the open door. I walk closer to the cafe. The smell of coffee and baked bread surrounds me. I hear the gentle sound of plates and spoons. I decide to buy a small drink. I stand near the counter inside. A barista looks up and smiles. She says, "Hi, what can I get you?" I think for a second and answer slowly. I say, "A small coffee with milk, please." She nods and repeats my order. She asks, "Here or to go?" I say, "To go, please." Shadow my order. "A small coffee with milk, please." She starts making the coffee. The machine makes a loud, comforting sound. I listen to the hiss of steam. I watch the warm drink pour into the cup. She places the lid on the cup. She tells me the price. I give her the coins from my pocket. She says, "Thank you, have a nice walk." Repeat after me. Have a nice walk? I answer, "Thank you." I hold the cup carefully in one hand. I step back out onto the street. The cup feels warm in my fingers. I walk slowly along the pavement. I take a small sip of coffee. It tastes strong but gentle. The warmth spreads through my chest. Shadow this line. The warmth spreads through my chest. I want to find a park or a quiet place. I check the map on my phone again. I see a green area not far from here. It looks like a small city park. I put my phone away. I try to remember the streets with my mind. Right then, straight then left. I start to walk with purpose. At the next corner, I hesitate. I am not sure which way to turn. I see a woman standing with a grocery bag. She looks calm and not in a hurry. Repeat after me. I am not sure which way to turn. I walk closer and smile politely. I say, "Excuse me, can I ask you something?" She smiles back and says, "Of course." I feel a little nervous, but I continue. I ask, "Is there a park near here?" She says, "Yes, there is a nice park." Go straight, then turn left at the second street. You will see trees and a fountain. Shadow my question. Is there a park near here? I say, "Thank you very much." She answers, "You're welcome. Enjoy your walk." We both smile and move on. I follow her directions step by step. I walk straight down the street. Shops and small restaurants line the road. I hear dishes clink inside a busy kitchen. I smell something spicy and sweet. I count the streets as I go. One crossing, then another crossing. At the second left, I turn. The road becomes quieter and more green. Repeat after me. The road becomes quieter and more green. Ahead of me, I see tall trees. I hear the sound of running water. Children's laughter rises and falls in the air. I have found the park. I walk through the open gate. Gravel crunches softly under my shoes. Birds sing from branches above me. The city feels softer inside this space. Shadow this line. The city feels softer inside this space. I walk past a small playground. Two children slide down a bright red slide. A parent pushes a child on a swing. The chains make a light, happy sound. I see an empty bench near a fountain. Water rises and falls in a clear rhythm. I sit down slowly. I place my coffee cup beside me. I lean back and breathe deeply. I listen to the water and the birds. For a moment, everything feels calm. I feel both far from home and safe. Repeat after me. For a moment, everything feels calm. I take out my phone and open the camera. I take one picture of the fountain. I take one picture of the trees and sky. I want to remember this first day. I send one photo to a friend. I write a short message. I type, "I made it, this is my new city." I add a small smiling face. Shadow this sentence. I made it, this is my new city. I put my phone away again. I watch people walk along the park path. A jogger runs past in bright shoes. An old couple walks slowly hand in hand. A dog runs in a circle on the grass. It chases a ball and brings it back. Its owner throws the ball again and laughs. The dog wags its tail with joy. Repeat after me. The dog wags its tail with joy. A person sits on the next bench. They hold a small paperback book. The cover shows a river and mountains. They turn each page slowly and calmly. I take one last sip of coffee. The cup is almost empty now. I stand up and stretch my arms. I feel rested and a little stronger. Shadow this line. I feel rested and a little stronger. I walk back toward the park gate. The light is softer than before. The air feels cooler on my skin. Even the sounds of the city feel kinder. I leave the park and return to the streets. I recognize some buildings from my walk earlier. I know which direction leads to my apartment. I no longer feel lost in this area. Repeat after me. I no longer feel lost in this area. I walk back along the same sidewalks. The cafe on the corner is still open. I pass the bakery with the warm lights. The smells are now familiar to my nose. I turn onto my small street. I see my building ahead of me. Its windows no longer look strange. They look like a place I can belong. Shadow this final line of the walk. They look like a place I can belong. I stand in front of my building. The windows shine softly in the evening light. I feel tired but calm. I know this is my new place. I open the front door and walk inside. The hallway smells a little like dust and soap. I climb the stairs slowly but steadily. My legs feel heavy from the long day. Repeat after me. My legs feel heavy from the long day. I reach my floor and find my door. I take out my key and unlock it. I step into the apartment. The room feels quiet and safe. I put my small bag on the chair. I take off my jacket and shoes. The air inside is a little cool. I open the window just a little. Shadow this line. The room feels quiet and safe. I go to the bathroom. I wash my hands with warm water. I see my tired face in the mirror. But I also see a small, proud smile. Repeat after me. I see a small, proud smile. I walk back to the main room. I sit on the edge of the bed. My phone rests on the desk. I look at it for a moment. I think of my family back home. I imagine my mother in the kitchen. I imagine my father in his favorite chair. I imagine my sibling with their phone and music. Shadow this sentence. I think of my family back home. I pick up my phone slowly. I open the chat with my mother. She sent a message earlier today. It says, "Did you arrive safely?" Repeat after me. Did you arrive safely? I feel a small, warm pain in my chest. I miss her voice and her food. But I am happy she is thinking of me. I decide to call her now. I press the call button. My heart beats a little faster. I hear the ringing sound in my ear. 1 ring, 2 rings, 3 rings. Then I hear her voice. She says, "Hello?" I say, "Hi, Mom, it's me." Her voice changes, full of feeling. She says, "Oh, you called. How are you, my dear?" I smile, even though she cannot see me. I answer slowly so she understands. Repeat after me. "Hi, Mom, it's me." I say I am tired, but I am okay. I arrived safely. The flight was long, but fine. The city looks beautiful so far. Shadow this line. The city looks beautiful so far. My mother asks many questions. She says, "Did you find your apartment? Is it nice? Is it safe?" I laugh softly. I say, "Yes, I found it. It is small but bright and clean. I feel safe here." Repeat after me. It is small but bright and clean. She asks, "Did you eat?" Please eat something you always forget. Her voice is half serious and half joking. I feel my eyes grow a little wet. I say, "Yes, Mom, I bought food. I went to the supermarket. I got rice bread, fruit, and yogurt. I will cook a simple dinner later." Shadow this sentence. I went to the supermarket. She asks, "How do you feel there? Do you feel lonely? Do you feel scared? Or do you feel excited?" I take a deep breath. I look around my quiet room. I answer slowly and honestly. Repeat after me. I answer slowly and honestly. I say, I feel many things at the same time. I feel a little lonely. I feel a little nervous. But I also feel excited and hopeful. Shadow this line. I feel excited and hopeful. My mother is quiet for a second. Then she says, "That is normal, my child. A new country is not easy. But you are strong and kind." She continues, "You will make friends. You will learn the city. You will find your place here. Repeat after me. You will find your place here." Her words feel like a warm blanket. My shoulders relax a little. My heart feels less heavy. I smile at her confidence in me. I say, "Thank you, Mom. Your words help me a lot." She answers, "We are always with you, even if we are far away." Shadow this sentence. We are always with you. I hear a familiar sound in the background. It is my father's voice from the other room. He asks, "Is that our traveler?" My mother laughs and calls him over. Soon my father is on the call too. He says, "Hey, how is our brave explorer?" I laugh and feel more relaxed. I say, "Your explorer is alive and okay." Repeat after me. Your explorer is alive and okay. He asks about the flight. He asks about the people. He asks if anyone was rude. I say no, people were kind and quiet. He says, "Remember, speak clearly and slowly. Ask questions when you need help. Do not feel shy about your English. You are learning more every day." Shadow this line. Do not feel shy about your English. I say, "I will try my best." He answers, "That is enough for us. We are already proud of you." I feel my eyes fill with tears again. Repeat after me. We are already proud of you. We talk about small things too. My mother tells me today's weather at home. My father tells a short, silly story. We all laugh together through the phone. The laughter feels soft and healing. For a moment, the distance feels smaller. It feels like we are in the same room. I close my eyes and just listen. Shadow this sentence. For a moment, the distance feels smaller. My mother asks, "What will you do tonight?" I say, "I will cook a simple dinner. Then I will unpack a little. Maybe I will write in my notebook." Repeat after me. Maybe I will write in my notebook. She says, "That is good." Write about your first day. One day, you will read it again. You will see how far you have come. My father says, "We should let you rest now. It is late for you there. But remember, you can call anytime. Morning, afternoon, or night." Shadow this line. You can call anytime. I feel a mix of sadness and peace. I do not want to end the call. But I know I must live this new life. I must also stand on my own feet. I say, "Thank you for talking with me. I miss you all, but I will be okay." My mother says, "We miss you too." My father says, "We love you." Repeat after me. I miss you all, but I will be okay. Together they say, "Good night, sleep well." I answer, "Good night, talk to you soon." We end the call. The room becomes quiet again. Shadow this sentence. Good night, talk to you soon. I hold the phone in my hand. My heart feels warm and a little sore. I put the phone down on the desk. I sit in silence for a short time. I whisper to myself. I am far from home, but not alone. Their love travels across the distance. It sits here with me in this room. Repeat after me. I am far from home, but not alone. I sit on the bed in my quiet room. The phone call still echoes in my mind. I feel a soft mix of homesickness and strength. I know I must take care of myself tonight. Repeat after me. I must take care of myself tonight. I stand up slowly. My body feels heavy from travel and walking, but my heart feels lighter than before. I walk to the small kitchen area. I turn on the light above the counter. The kitchen looks simple and clean. Just a stove, a sink, and a few shelves. Enough for my new life here. Shadow this line. Enough for my new life here. I open the fridge door. Cool air touches my face. I see the milk, yogurt, and fruit I bought. I take out the eggs and a tomato. I also take the small loaf of bread. I place everything on the counter. I wash the tomato under the tap. The water feels fresh on my hands. Repeat after me. The water feels fresh on my hands. I cut the tomato into simple slices. I break 2 eggs into a small pan. I stir them slowly with a wooden spoon. The sound is soft and gentle. I turn on the stove. The pan begins to warm. Soon, I smell the eggs cooking. The smell is simple but comforting. Shadow this sentence. The smell is simple but comforting. I toast 2 slices of bread in a pan. They turn golden on each side. I put the eggs and tomato on a plate. I place the warm bread beside them. I pour a glass of water to drink. I sit at the small table by the window. The room is quiet, except for the city outside. I take my first bite in this new home. Repeat after me. I take my first bite in this new home. The food is simple, but it feels special. I made it in my own space. I chew slowly and notice each taste. Egg, bread, and tomato mix softly together. I look out of the window between bites. I see a few lights in other apartments. Some people sit at their tables too. Some stand in their kitchens and talk. Shadow this line. I am one more person in this city now. I finish my meal and drink the last of my water. I feel warm and more relaxed. I carry my plate to the sink. I wash it slowly with soap and water. Repeat after me. I wash it slowly with soap and water. I dry the plate with a small towel. I put it back on the shelf. I wipe the counter with a cloth. The kitchen looks neat and ready for tomorrow. I turn off the kitchen light. The room becomes softer and calmer. Only the small lamp by the bed is on. The light feels warm and friendly. Shadow this sentence. The light feels warm and friendly. I pick up my towel and clean clothes. I walk to the bathroom. I turn on the shower. Water begins to fall in a steady stream. I step into the shower. Warm water runs over my skin. The tiredness slowly leaves my shoulders. Drops of water wash away the long day. Repeat after me. Warm water runs over my skin. I close my eyes for a moment. I listen to the sound of the water. It feels like soft rain in a safe place. I breathe in and out with the rhythm. Shadow this line. I breathe in and out with the rhythm. After a few minutes, I turn off the shower. I dry myself with the towel. I put on clean, comfortable clothes. My body feels lighter and more at peace. I look at my face in the mirror again. It looks calmer than before. The small smile is still there. I say quietly, "You did well today." Repeat after me. You did well today. I turn off the bathroom light. I walk back into the main room. The apartment is softly lit and peaceful. Outside, the city is growing quieter. I sit at the desk by the window. I take out a small notebook. The cover is plain and new. I also take out a simple pen. Shadow this sentence. I take out a small notebook. I open to the first empty page. The paper is clean and white. I write the date at the top. Then, I pause and think. Repeat after me. I pause and think. I begin with one easy sentence. I write, "Today, I arrived in my new country." Each word feels important. Each word is a small step forward. Shadow this line. Today I arrived in my new country. I write about the plane landing. I write about the busy airport and the train. I write about the supermarket and the park. I write about my call with my family. My sentences are simple, but they are mine. I do not worry about mistakes tonight. I just write my day in clear, small lines. The page slowly fills with my story. Repeat after me. The page slowly fills with my story. I end my writing with one more sentence. I write, "I am scared and excited, but I will keep going." I read the sentence once more. I feel its truth in my chest. Shadow this sentence. I will keep going. I close the notebook carefully. I place it on the desk beside my phone. I stand up and stretch my arms. My body feels ready for rest. I walk to the window. I look out at the night sky. A few stars shine between the buildings. Some windows across the street are still lit. Repeat after me. A few stars shine between the buildings. I close the window gently. I pull the curtain across the glass. The room becomes softer and darker. Only my small lamp still shines. I walk to the bed and sit down. The mattress feels firm but kind. I pull the blanket back. I slide my tired legs underneath. Shadow this line. The mattress feels firm but kind. I reach over and turn off the lamp. The room falls into quiet darkness. I can still hear the city in the distance. Cars, soft voices, and an occasional horn. I lie on my back and take a deep breath. I think about my day from morning to night. I remember each small success. I remember each brave moment. Repeat after me. I remember each brave moment. I whisper a few simple words to myself. I say I am proud of myself today. I say I can live in this place. I say, tomorrow I will keep learning. Shadow this sentence. Tomorrow I will keep learning. My eyes slowly begin to close. My breathing becomes calm and steady. The blanket is warm around my shoulders. My new home holds me gently tonight. Repeat after me. My new home holds me gently tonight. Now, my friend, listen to my last words for today. You have shadowed a full, gentle day in English. You listened, you spoke, and you stayed with the story. That is real progress for your English journey. Shadow this line. That is real progress for your English journey. Be kind to yourself. You are learning step by step. You are building calm, clear English. And you are not alone on this path. Good night, my friend. Sleep well and rest your voice. Tomorrow we can practice again together. For now, let your mind and body rest. Repeat after me one last time. Good night, my friend.